Hey everyone, wanted to go over that job that I was at earlier, show you a good example of what we did to correct some of those issues with the ductwork, and let's check it. Okay, so one of the challenges about new construction is generally you don't have a lot of space, right? Well, in this particular place, tons and tons of room. For whatever reason, the original contractor decided to put it right here, right next to this bracing, so we had to kind of work around this. It wasn't necessarily the most ideal, but we definitely couldn't have accomplished this with 16-inch flex. Even though we got some turns, we made sure where it's not kinked to try to improve this situation here. It's one of those things where you're trying to create a better situation in the area that you're working in. Ideally, we'd have liked to been able to come straight out, and tap straight in. But because of the bracing, couldn't do that. I know some people would have actually cut this into the ductwork, but we don't do that here. So, and it would have been nice to go straight in, but of course, this isn't 20 inches wide. That's what you kind of got to deal with sometimes. With that being said, though, it's all in the numbers. If it was not performing well, we'd have seen it. And guess what? Pressure's increased because there wasn't a restriction of the airflow. Even though that this duct looks a lot more restricted than the other, it is a lot bigger diameter than the other. So it still allows for more airflow to get across the coil, and with the plenum on the back, that allows for the air to open up some to go over the entire coil, as opposed to the other ductwork that looked like this. That was just screwed to the back of the coil, which is not the way to do this by any means of the imagination. With that being said, we still try to do the very nice, most nice and cleanest work that we can. So, even the way that we sealed up the plenums, we try to make it very clean, make our lines straight and all that. You kind of have to work with what you have. So it's just the way that this one kind of ended up. But nonetheless, the airflow has increased, the coil pressure has went up, and now on this Rheem unit, upwards of 140 plus psi on the suction, a little over 300 something on the head pressure. Just normal stuff that we'd like to see under normal operating conditions. With that being said, there's still other issues as far as the supply air, but we're going to go ahead and see how it performs now. Follow for more.